Alright, I'm going on the radio. Here goes nothing. I'll play some music first. Psst, Emily, look. One minute left. You're listening to WCDB Albany 90.9. My name is Brendan Riley. I'm making my radio debut and I feel honored. I'm here to talk to you guys about some sports. Do a little bit of sports talk radio. I got a call already. I got a call on my first show. Would you look at that? Hello, you're on WCDB Albany. Hello. You're listening to WCDB Albany. Something went wrong with that phone call. That's not going to look good, but I'll manage. I'm here to talk to you guys about some sports. First, I want to talk about the Yankees. We're going to try again with the phone call. Hello? Hi, how's it going? Would you like to go on the radio? Alright, cool. You're on the radio. I'm doing great. What would you like to talk about? I would love to. Actually, I wouldn't love to because it breaks my heart, but thanks for the phone call. Well, unfortunately, Derek Jeter was diagnosed with an injury that he will not be able to come back from this season or the postseason if the Yankees make it that far. Um, it breaks my heart to talk about it, but that's the reality of the situation, is that he's old and his body is just not holding up like it used to. However, I do think that the Yankees will be able to recover from it. Currently, they're 2 games behind Tampa Bay in the wild card. I think that they can overcome it, but it'll take some work. They're playing Baltimore right now. They played Baltimore last night. They need to beat Baltimore because they're right in the thick of the wild card race with the Orioles, and as much as they are in the thick of the wild card race with Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. They played last night. It was a solid win for the Yankees. They came through with 4 runs at the bottom of the 5th, the Orioles did, to take the lead. It looked bad for the Yankees for a while, but they put up a 4th spot in the 8th inning, and they won the game, fortunately. It didn't look good for a while, but Von Nova had a solid performance, 6 innings pitched with 4 earned runs and 2 strikeouts. He does need to pitch better. I think that he has all-star stuff potentially down the road. He's got #1 pitcher potential. He's still young, and he needs to develop. Last time out against the Baltimore Orioles, he threw a complete game shutout, so you know that he's got it in him. Down the road, CC Sabathia is going to probably have similar performances to what he had this year, where he, probably won't break even in his winning percentage, throws a lot of innings, but also give up a lot of runs. He's aging. He throws a lot of innings, so his arm will get tired. So Nova's going to have to step up in the future. Last night, A-Rod, everybody knows A-Rod, the lightning rod. He came through clutch. He had 2 doubles last night and an RBI and led the rally in the 7th inning. As much as I have my reservations of him as a human being, the Yankees need him on the baseball field. He's the best third baseman option that they have. He already matched the home run output of all the other third basemen they put out before he was on the field in like 10 games. Ever since he came back, the offense stopped stuttering and they started scoring runs, and he just makes the whole lineup better. Alfonso Soriano, 2 more home runs last night. What can I say about him? Without him, the Yankees aren't anywhere near where they're supposed to be in the wild card race. He's one of 6 players in Major League Baseball history to hit 15 home runs for 2 teams in the same season. That's an incredible stat. That just shows how important he has been for the Yankees lately. Robinson Cano had another RBI, 98 on the season. I know he had at least 1 tonight, so that's 99. The Yankees need to resign him. He's worth the money. There's not going to be another replacement out there that's gonna produce as much as he is. It's just not going to happen. I'll talk a little bit of Mets for all those Met fans out there. Mets season is basically done. They're just using the rest of the time they have to kind of give all their young talent a debut, much like I'm debuting myself right now. They have a lot of young pitching on the way up, so look for their pitching rotation to be very troublesome for the NL East for time to come, with Noah Syndergaard, Rafael Montero, and Zach Wheeler. Aside from Matt Harvey, who's got his own arm problems, he might have to have Tommy John surgery. I really hope he comes back. I like it when the Mets are good because it's no fun bashing them all the time. Matt Harvey has a lot of Derek Jeter-like qualities, where he's a leader, he's a captain, he's going to give 120% every time he goes out there. He's got the eye of the tiger, so I really don't think that his arm problems will hold him back that much, but it's a possibility because it's happened to others in the past, like Kerry Wood and Mark Pryor, where they just threw too many innings, too many pitches, and their arms just couldn't handle the load, and their careers went spiraling downwards. We're going to switch to some football. My Jets won 18-17 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on a last-minute field goal. I guess you could really argue that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost the game more than the Jets won it. They had 13 penalties for 102 yards, and when you play undisciplined football like that, you're not going to win. They just committed way too many penalties. Every time the Jets, thought they were going to stop, the Buccaneers gave them a penalty and let the drive keep going. The Buccaneers just played really awful football. Geno Smith made his debut. I was impressed by his performance. not overly impressed. I'm not falling over myself with the way he played, but he had zip on the ball. His throws were on target. He did have 2 turnovers. One of them was very costly. He fumbled inside the Jets' 20-yard line. The Buccaneers quickly turned that into a touchdown. He threw a bad interception, but that didn't hurt the Jets really at all because on the next drive by the Buccaneers quarterback Josh Freeman threw a pick to Jet safety Dewan Landry, and the Jets were able to turn that into some points. So that wasn't so bad. However, the Jets have an awful running game, and if the combination of Bilal Powell and Chris Ivory don't succeed, Geno Smith isn't going to succeed. Geno Smith ran for 47 yards on Sunday, and the combination of Powell and Ivory ran for 44. If you have 2 running backs that won't put up as many yards as the quarterback will, your offense is going to stutter because the defense is just going to know you're going to wait to throw the ball. They're going to set you up on downs like 3rd and 9 and 3rd and long and know that the pass is coming. And that's just, you want to be able to set up the play action. They can't do that right now. So that might suffer. Geno Smith might suffer in his development because of that. The defense played well, but Rex Ryan, again, with the bonehead decision to let clock run while they're trying to stop the clock late in the game, let time run off. If it wasn't for the penalty, the Jets probably wouldn't have enough time to get into any kind of scoring range, let alone a Hail Mary. So, they kind of saved his bacon with that. And we all know Rex Ryan loves his bacon. They play tomorrow night against the Pats in Foxborough. I think that the Jets have a chance to beat the Patriots. So I'll put it to you this way. Geno Smith and Tom Brady right now have about the same number of weapons. Danny Amendola is out for tomorrow's game. Their running back Shane Vereen is out. Rob Gronkowski is still dealing with a forearm injury, and Aaron Hernandez probably won't make it to the game tomorrow. I'll just put it that way. Because he's going to be spending his life in jail. So that doesn't look good for him. The Patriots' depth chart right now for their wide receivers is number 1, Julian Edelman, 2, Kenbrell Tompkins. I've never even heard of him before. And the third one is the little kid in the airport in Tom Brady's commercial. I don't really know how much of an impact he's going to have, but whatever. I hate Tom Brady. Well, let me just get that out there. In my rookie debut, Tom Brady is among Jets and Giants fans, among the pantheon of people who he'll never be able to be on my good side. But you know what? I'm sure he loves that. Why would he care about me? I think that the Pats will still come out on top tomorrow. It's just Brady and Belichick are still too good. As much as I hate them, you got to give them respect. They play well. They're always going to win when they're on the field. They're going to do their best, but the Jets will give them a run for their money, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win tomorrow. The Giants, as much as I like seeing the Giants win, it was hard to watch. They played really, really sloppy football. That's going to be a common denominator in a lot of Week 1 games, as you saw throughout the NFL. Not everybody's played a full game yet. Most of the starters only play a quarter or 2 in each preseason game if they play at all. So you can see how rusty they were. Eli threw 3 picks. Basically, all of them were his fault. He also threw 4 touchdowns and over 400 yards, but that really doesn't matter because they turned it over so much that they really didn't put themselves in a good spot to win the game. Tom Coughlin looked like he was going to have a heart attack on the sideline if they had another turnover. He's getting old, so you got to watch out for that. Victor Cruz had 3 touchdowns. There was a lot of salsa. He showed why he held out for that big contract because he's worth every penny. The Giants should be glad that they have him on the field. He's a stud. He's Eli Manning's safety blanket over the middle. Home run hitter. Giants fans should be ecstatic that he's on the field and not holding out still because that's big. The run game was the biggest problem of the Giants. 2 fumbles by David Wilson got him a seat on the bench for the rest of the game, and they had to put in Darrell Scott, their backup, and that contributed to another interception on a screenplay where Eli Manning kind of just threw it as hard as he can from 7 yards away, bounced off his hands into a defender for the Cowboys, and he took it to the house. You're just not going to win playing sloppy football like that. I said it before, I'll say it again. You have to play clean, disciplined football, and that's what Tom Coughlin preached, but they just didn't play it on Sunday night. And they embarrassed themselves. To shore up, quote-unquote, their running back staff, they signed Brandon Jacobs. I guess just because he's familiar with the team and stuff, but he did absolutely nothing with San Francisco. He had 5 carries for 7 yards. His longest run was 3 yards. He had no touchdowns. I don't know what they're going to do. Hopefully the David Wilson can just learn to keep onto the ball because he'll be a dynamic playmaker as long as the football's in his hands, but he doesn't do any good with the football on the ground. They play Sunday afternoon, the Manning Bowl. The Manning Bowl, it's Broncos versus Giants. It's going to be a shootout. Peyton has better offense, and he's just got more weapons, and he's just going to keep throwing. I think that the Broncos win 45-34 in a shootout. I think that I'm done. I've talked enough. I'm told to be getting off the radio. I'm going to play you guys a PSA after I tell you about this event. On Friday, October 4th, 1 through 10, the band, they're going to be playing at Valentine's. So there's my event. I'm going to play you a PSA, and then I'm going to get off the air. Thanks for listening, and I just want to say thanks to everybody for supporting me in my dreams of becoming a DJ host. So thanks a lot. Here's Martin Lawrence. I'm sorry I talked so much. I just wanted to get through all my material.
What's going on there right now?
No, I just want to play the PSA.
No, dude, don't worry about it. I loved it.
Did I do all right?
Yeah, you did do all right.
So you guys were listening?
We were listening.
Yeah?
It's just like, I thought you were going to do like 3 minutes of just like, what's up?
No, dude, I wanted to talk. I wanted to get everything I had out.
Sorry to rush you, but
so
like,
did I do good or no?
Yeah, well, I gotta hear from Noah. It's not my decision. I thought you did.
I mean, we had a lot of dead air space, and we messed up the phone call.
Yeah, the phone call. I don't blame you because the phone call is confusing, but let's. I think Noah said he was going to. You did your PSA in your event, which was good.